Good morning. How are you today? We got a brisk fall day here. It's invigorating after last night. An escape from the bizarre event that they called a presidential debate when it was nothing of the sort. Presidential is a description of the debate, right? Well, we had basically a street thug versus a statesman. And the street thug did several things. He not only didn't respect the rules that he had agreed to, which tells you he never agrees to anything, so why should he respect the rules? He continuously lied. He used slanders against Biden. And it wasn't just embarrassing and humiliating to him and proved the case that he's unfit to be president, but this was our nation on view to the world. And not since Kennedy Nixon have I seen any debate that's comparable. Everyone was superior to this one. People prepared for it. They prepared to talk about policy issues. If you were upset, it was about the content of what they said. And the worst was one candidate's side or another was surprised or didn't seem to be alert enough. But that's not what was happening last night. And I have to say, of the trio of people on the stage, there was only one adult. And I was very disappointed with Chris Wallace, because we've seen him ask real questions and control discussions in a very energetic fashion on Fox. And I have to believe he didn't lose his own character and ability. And he was basically told to keep his hands off Trump because Trump is their cash cow at Fox News, so-called news. And I've appeared on Fox a number of times, not in years now, but when I did, they did always have this habit of, if they knew what you were going to talk about, they put somebody else in another room somewhere who'd come in and try to pound you. And I can argue that way, but to the listener or to those who actually want to obtain any information or evidence, you don't get any. But what we did get out of Trump last night is that he's comfortable with white supremacists. He is unreconstructed in his view that we should open, and basically the pandemic has turned the corner, that it's okay to appoint a justice that may help you on the Supreme Court. It's okay to destroy the Affordable Care Act because he has something better that he didn't implement in 4 years and won't implement if he were elected. Biden, by contrast, he wasn't a gentleman in the sense that he was a sap, because he fought back and he made commentary, but I think he was very careful to be as responsible as possible. At one point after several instances, he called Trump a clown. Well, elect clown and get a circus, and that's what we have. We have the most corrupt government, I think, in history. Maybe you have to live through some of the earlier administrations that we read about to know if they were worse, but I don't think you could get much worse than this one. So the final question is, should there be another debate? Well, I was against this one. I was in good company because Speaker Pelosi had the same feeling. And after we have these data points, how could you possibly have another debate? In a sense, Biden has got the best he can get out of attending the debate and letting the world see how unfair a process it is, and that no one is going to regulate the next two any better. So why submit to it? Why submit America's profile to such a terrible proceeding? Why not make an issue of the fact that this is no way to conduct a public discussion of what matters to America in one of the most important elections of its history? But I hear Biden's already confirmed that he's going to go forward. My wife screamed last night, turn off his microphone. And I posted that on Twitter, and I found people all across America, husbands and wives, were doing exactly the same thing. And I agreed with her. But the energy of people shouting at their TV set and talking about how in the morning there might be a bullet hole through the left side of the screen. So this is where we are. I feel stronger than ever that Biden is the right man for the job, and stronger than ever that Trump never was and never should have been considered to be president. And I have to think that his financial problems are linked to his instructions, probably from Putin, to actually destroy the country. I mean, it almost seems there's like no other explanation unless he just has temporary insanity or is drugged up when he does this. Anyhow, talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.